Welcome to Wide Open Wednesday, your source for world news and beyond. Africans develop COVID-19 test. Two South African techpreneurs have created a trailblazing COVID-19 test kit that provides results in just 65 minutes. Named qCPR, the testing kits are already being hailed as a massive breakthrough in South Africa's campaign against the disease. South Africa is Africa's #1 nation in testing. The innovation will prove critical in South Africa's fight against the fatal contagion. The country so far has recorded 3,300 confirmed cases of the virus with 58 deaths and 1,055 recoveries. Allan Gray Orbis Foundation fellows Daniel Ndima and Dineo Lioma developed the testing kit through their company CapeBio, a dynamic applied genomics company. They develop and manufacture molecular biology reagents, enzymes, and kits sourced from indigenous African microbial hotspots. Enhanced and continuous testing is very important in the global fight against the coronavirus outbreak. It has been identified not only as a way to identify infected persons, but also explains how the virus develops with various jurisdictions.
Now, absolutely key to knowing just how much of the coronavirus pandemic we are dealing with is testing. A COVID-19 test kit that provides results in just over an hour has now been created by South Africa's very own entrepreneurs, Daniel Ndima and Dineo Lioma. Now, they're from CapeBio Technologies. Let's talk about this further now, as one of the creators of that test kit joins us via Skype. Daniel Ndima is CEO and co-founder of CapeBio Technologies. Daniel, thank you so much for the time. Congratulations on this one. Certainly one that is warranted not just locally, but certainly globally as well. Let's talk about just the desire and the need to do this. What was your thinking in trying to find this test kit so rapidly as well, and how it came about?
Well, I would say that, CapeBio was a project at the CSIR. It was sponsored by the Department of Science and Technology then. We launched the company, 3 years after the research started. We launched that in 2018 as a private entity. And we have been in the market since then, supplying some of the, sort of reagent components, including those that are used in PCR. We are distributing this in the US and locally. And we developed these products as separate sort of components. But when we took note of the pandemic, we then decided to now put our technologies together. These are technologies that are produced locally. Some of the core ingredients of these technologies are sort of produced by our company locally. So yeah. This comes from our own capabilities as a company.
Yeah. So I suppose the big question for many is it ready for immediate use?
No, maybe to also clarify that this type of kits are used only in the pathology laboratory setting. They are not for not to be used basically at home. They are not part of the point of care diagnostics that we have in the market. They have to be used by highly qualified people in the pathology laboratories, both private and public. So these products have to go through some regulatory framework that we follow from the government. So we're still doing that validation so that we can launch them around June. Yeah. So they are not ready. We have to follow the due procedures.
Well, and as you say, this one's only for the pathology labs for now, but is there hopes of getting this into a more mobile setting?
Yeah, definitely. There are a lot of manufacturers that are having machines that can sort of test on site, and we are engaging a few of them, so that people can some of the clinicians who are traveling around the country can actually test, South Africans in rural areas and in remote areas. So we are working around some of these solutions, but I'm not in a position to communicate some of the progresses that we have made so far. But I think we are heading towards that direction. But for now, as a company, we want to be able to respond to this crisis in the country as soon as possible.
Daniel Ndima, a scientist with a special interest in structural biology, said in an interview with the Allan Orbis Foundation, "The ability to obtain rapid test results allows us to gain a clearer picture of viral infections so that we can introduce interventions with greater effectiveness. This will remain important even after lockdown, as South Africa has a population of over 55 million people who will need to be monitored on an ongoing basis. One of our major challenges is our reliance on imported tests. Most countries are currently experiencing issues with supply and demand, which their respective governments are controlling with newly introduced trade regulations. This has caused delays in the delivery of imported testing kits and protective gear and may impact on the delivery of vaccines once they have passed clinical trials." He said qCPR test kits help pathologists isolate and identify a virus DNA or genetic material from an infected person. Dineo Lioma has a master's degree in micro and nanotechnology from Cambridge University in the UK. She said, "I knew I wanted to work in the field of health and to help South Africa progress. There was not a lot going on in micro and nanotechnology here, so I came home. I wanted to give back." As a locally manufactured product, the qCPR will mitigate the country's over-reliance on overseas imports, ensuring that testing reagents could be accessed quickly and without a wait. They are also more affordable than international products. This should have been reported around the globe, and this test could have gone a long way to helping many nations slow down this virus. Thank you for watching Wide Open Wednesday. Tune in next Wednesday as we continue bringing you news from around the world and beyond. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified when we upload new videos. Find The Awakening Frequency on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. Research is key. Always do your own research and never just listen to what people tell you. We are The Awakening Frequency. Out of the millions of potential subscribers, we just want to reach one so each one can teach one. Peace.